When you're all driving carpool and banging your Pilates instructors to fill the empty voids in your life, we'll see who gets the last laugh.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't think I was even going to see this movie. I had no anticipation for it, but thankfully, it's not bad. Let's talk about Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice is the newest film from Tim Burton, and it's the sequel to Beetlejuice. Oh shit, I just said his name 3 times. Where is he? And stars Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Jenna Ortega, and Catherine O'Hara. And it's a sequel to Beetlejuice. There's not much to say, except for that it's a sequel to a film which a lot of people like. I'm one of those people who didn't really like the first one. I found it quite annoying and a little bit brash. It kind of falls into that Deadpool category where it's just very self-aware. But I think the self-awareness in particular with Beetlejuice works a lot better than with Deadpool. So I wasn't necessarily anticipating this one. I saw the teaser trailer and thought it looked a bit booky and was like, yeah, we don't need this. But I saw it, and to be honest with you, it's not that bad. I think that there's a lot of things I like about it and there's a lot of things I don't. So yeah, buckle up. Let's talk about the good first. The practical effects. I think Tim Burton is good at practicality. He proved himself with Sweeney Todd, the first Beetlejuice, even Dumbo a little bit. And I don't even like Dumbo. I think Dumbo is a shitty ass movie, but I think that there's a real sense of scope that comes with that film, and his films in particular. You could tell there's an identity behind his films. You can tell that he's the one who made them because of the bright colors, the overexposed color grade, and even the visual style. And that's one of the things that I think that he excels with, is color. He excels with visual storytelling as well. Also has this sadistic side to him which does come out once in a while. Sweeney Todd, etc. I think this one leans into the surrealist in ways of which I think are really interesting. I also think there is a sadistic element to it, but it's always corny and always a little bit fun, you know. It's one of those films which you switch on in Halloween with your family and then you get a bunch of people knocking at your door for sweets. It's one of those films, which is one of the issues I have with it, is the fact that it kind of came out a bit too early. I think if this released mid-October, it would do a lot better than it did, even though it did get $110 million opening in America alone, which is ridiculous. That's more than the original got in its entire run. I do think they would have done better in October, but I think it will probably go to streaming in October. So yeah, buckle up for that one. But I'm getting ahead of myself. In terms of performances, I think the performances are really fun. Catherine O'Hara is probably my favourite, and Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe always knocks it out of the park with every movie he's in. He plays this guy who's pretending to be this actor. It's very funny, very goofy, very tongue-in-cheek. He's playing the Schwarzenegger type of action style where he's like walking around with a gun like this and he's just rolling around on the floor. It's funny. It's the friend. What do you expect? Michael Keaton obviously is a hard out. He is really great as Beetlejuice, even though I find him annoying. I think that he really tones it down in this one in particular, because Michael Keaton's getting older and of course he can't really have as much spunk as he did in the first one. So he tones it down a little bit, and I really appreciated that, because in the first one he was very annoying, very loud, very obnoxious. So he takes it down a peg or two. It's good. Of course, the inevitable Jenna Ortega. Ugh, man. I like Jenna Ortega, okay? I think she's a good actress. The Fallout is one of my favorite films of 2021-ish, but I don't necessarily understand the hype around her. I get it's because her looks and all that shit, but I'm just not on the hype train for Jenna right now. And to be honest, I think the reason why it has made money is because she's in it. I think that if she wasn't in it, it wouldn't make as much money as it did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But she was good. She was one of the characters of which had a lot to do in the film, but I don't necessarily like her character, but I think her performance was good. So yeah, let's talk about the things I don't like. The story. Yeah, the story's kind of all over the gaff. It's very loose and anecdotal. It kind of flows weird, and the pacing is kind of strange. It's like it's rushing itself at every given moment, and that could be fine, but when people's attention spans suck, it's not, because it kind of just feeds into the noise. You know what is fun? Like, whatever. There are certain plot points that don't really make that much sense and don't really feed into anything. It kind of just comes in, then disappears, and then you're like, oh, what happened to that plot point. Is that gonna come back? Oh no, I guess it's not. And it's all script based, my issues with this film, I think. I think the script could have been a little bit more tighter, could have had a couple more drafts or a couple more looks over before they actually released the film. But regardless, it's Beetlejuice. It's not meant to be the most serious auteur driven film that I expect, but you know, it's fun. I keep going back to the word fun because that's what Beetlejuice is, right? Beetlejuice is fun. He's very tongue-in-cheek. It's very colourful. It's not meant to be that kind of high-driven art like Bolshevik or anything like that. It's just meant to... It's meant to be fun, okay? And that's what this film was. Almost. Fun, and then it's not when the plot gets going. That's my issue. Is that the plot gets going and then it doesn't. And then the fun ends when the plot does get going. It's kind of like an endless spiral. It feels like a Vanilla Sky situation right now. So yeah, Beetlejuice. It's better than I expected it to be. I do wish that some elements were changed and that they could have tightened it up. Like I keep saying, I keep going back to the same words. Why am I doing that? If you like Michael Keaton, if you like the first Beetlejuice, you're going to have a ride with this. But if you don't like the first Beetlejuice like me, you're going to kind of find it whatever. But I'm glad that loads of people are loving it. I think that it is a crowd pleaser. And to see it premiere at Venice, the opening film at Venice Film Festival, is the funniest fucking thing that has ever happened. I'm going to give Beetlejuice a 6 out of 10. Guys, it wasn't going to be the best film of the year. I wasn't even expecting it to be the worst either. I was just expecting it to be in the middle. And it exceeded my expectations, but at the same time, it was like, yeah, it is what it is. But I'm glad that loads of people are enjoying it. I'm glad it's getting 4s all across the board, 4 out of 5s, because it is a crowd pleaser, like I said. And yeah, definitely recommend it for you Jenna heads out there. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me down below if you've seen Beetlejuice, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.